Hello and welcome! As we know, Windows 7 is one of the greatest operating systems. But can you still use it today on a modern PC? Let's find out. Windows 7 was released on October 22, 2009. It was almost 14 years ago. Windows 7 extended support ended on January 14, 2020. But there is a way to update Windows 7 until 2024. It means we can use it today. So let's try to install it on a modern PC. We have the same PC as before. It's Intel 9900K, 32GB of RAM, MSI Z390 motherboard, and 2K monitor with 144Hz rate. I downloaded a clean MSDN Windows 7 image. To write it on a USB stick, I will use a program called Ultra ISO. It looks simple enough. Now let's try to boot. Press F11 on MSI motherboard. As you can see, there are two options to boot Windows 7, UEFI and CSM mode. If I select UEFI mode, nothing happens, because this Windows 7 image doesn't have UEFI support. Maybe I just downloaded an old version of image. Anyway, it's very hard to find one of the latest official Windows 7 image. You even can't download it from the official Microsoft page. So let's try to use a CSM mode, which our motherboard is supporting. To boot on this mode, you just need to select a USB stick without UEFI prefix. The installation is started, but my keyboard and my mouse are not working. They connected via USB 3.1 port, but they don't work in other ports also. No problem, we are lucky because Z390 motherboard has a PS2 port, so we can connect an old keyboard to it. This IBM keyboard, for example, it would work. It's working well. Let's go ahead. Next. And the error message appears. My hard disks and SSDs are not showing up. It's very strange because it shows an Explorer, but not in the menu. And we load it in CSM mode, not UEFI. First thought was it happens because of MBR and GPT formats. To restore Windows in UEFI mode, you need to convert the disk to GPT. But if you want to use CSM mode, the disk must be converted to MBR format. I have prepared the disks, but nothing changed. The reason why they're not showing up is the lack of SATA and NVMe drivers for this motherboard. The installation image just doesn't have it. That's why we can't see the disks. To solve the problem, we must do a couple of simple actions. Go to the official MSI drivers page and download SATA and NVMe drivers for Z390 motherboard. Then click Browse and select a folder with the drivers. But for some unknown reason, it's not working. There is another way to load the drivers during setup. It's called I must have Win7 Smart Tool. I've tried and it failed again. Firstly, this program is no longer updated. Secondly, it doesn't support all chipsets. We are wasting time. Do you ever have problems with Windows activation? You can activate Windows easy way. Here's a first cheap and legal OEM software key, which is 100% official and enjoys some activation. I have 24/7 customer service and lifetime after sales. It's an excellent opportunity to renew the operating system and improve performance and security. To buy a key, add it to the cart. Let it be Windows 11 key, for example. Add the coupon WKB50. It gives you 50% discount for Windows keys. Press Apply Coupon. Click Proceed to checkout. You can register or check out as guest. Type your name, address, and choose the payment method. It has Visa, MasterCard, and PayPal. When the payment is done, you will receive the key on your email. Then go to Activation Settings, type your key and press Activate. That's all, now your system is activated. If you're interested, all the links will be in the description. There is a great 100% way to install Windows 7 on a new modern hardware. You just need to download the image with already integrated NVMe drivers, which I did. If you need this image too, you can find it on my Patreon page. Links will be in the description. And now almost all is working properly, except my mouse for some unknown reason. Okay, no problem. Next, and the list of disk drivers disappeared. Now we can select any NVMe SSD and install Windows 7 on it. Let it be my test SSD with 256 GB of capacity. The setup begins. Next. We did it. Windows 7 is successfully installed on a modern PC. Let's open computer properties. Here is our processor and 32 GB of RAM. It recognizes correctly. But if I open CPU-Z, it shows the wrong core speed. It's only 800 MHz, but it must be 5 GHz. The processor was either locked in BIOS before. Maybe it's just a glitch, because the operating system is working very fast. I didn't see any issues. Okay, now we have another problem. Drivers. If we go to the official Z390 motherboard page, you may notice there are no drivers for Windows 7. It's only for Windows 10 and 11. Fortunately, sometimes Windows 10 drivers can be compatible with Windows 7. I was lucky because almost all of them were successfully installed. In fact, I had to install them manually. For some reason, Wi-Fi driver is not compatible with Windows 7. It's okay because the lack of these drivers won't cause any problems. By the way, even Windows Update is working. But when I try to download the latest driver for GTX 1080, the error message appears. It happens because the latest driver is not compatible with this version of Windows 7. To fix it, you need to visit Advanced NVIDIA driver download page and download the older version of the driver. This one, for example. Another solution, you can download the driver directly from GeForce Experience. And now, as you can see, the error is gone. Nice. I set resolution to 2K and that's how it looks. Windows 7 interface wasn't designed for modern displays. That's why all look so small. Let's check SSD speed, and it matches the specs, which is nice. By the way, you can find NVMe drivers on the official manufacturer sites, and it's compatible with Windows 7. Okay, it's time to test modern games. Will they run properly? Let's try to run Fortnite. And we have a problem during Epic Games install. Windows installer stopped working, but the program was installed properly. There is another glitch. It reminds Windows XP to me. And when I try to run the game, this error message appears. I thought all you need to fix the issue is to install a C++ package updates. I did it, but nothing changed. Then I tried to replace the file manually, and it didn't work too. I think the problem was during Epic Games installation. Maybe some C++ packages were installed incorrectly. 2 years ago, I've played Fortnite on Windows 7 without issues. I think it's possible today too. It just needs some time to find out the certain package which can fix the issue. Let's go ahead and try to run Apex Legends. Enable Ultra Graphics. And it works well, without any issues. No freezing. Everything works fine. Let's try to run PUBG. Enable Ultra Graphics. It works well. We have almost no issues. But sometimes the game is freezing. I don't know why exactly it's happening. The game was installed on SSD. Everything seems okay. Maybe it happened due to the lack of some drivers. Who knows? But there is no freezing if I try to run the game on Windows 11. Okay, let's try to run CSGO. And it works fine. No freezing. No issues. Perfect. We are lucky we can run these games, because there is the whole list of unsupported modern games on Windows 7. Or what about programs? Will they work properly? If I try to install the latest Adobe Premiere version, the error message appears. It says you need Windows 10. No problem, we can install a note version of Premiere Pro, 2018 for example. And another error message appears, but the program is installed and working well without any issues. Also, we can't open NVIDIA orderly for some unknown reason. So, to sum up, is it possible to use Windows 7 on a modern hardware? Yes, you can, but you will need a time to make it work properly. To do it, you will need to find the drivers. which may not exist. Don't forget, my motherboard was released in October 2018. It was 5 years ago. If you have a newer motherboard, the chances that you can find Windows 7 drivers for your hardware will be decreasing. And even if you succeed with it, some program or game may be not compatible with Windows 7, and as a result, it won't start. So if you want to work Windows properly on the modern hardware, it's better to use Windows 10 or Windows 11. I never thought I'd say this, but Windows 7 became old. That's all. Write in the comment section, do you like Windows 7? If you want to see more videos about Windows installation on the modern hardware, you can check the wall playlist. Also have a second channel where I post Windows tutorials. All links will be in the description. Thanks for watching.